Welcome. Welcome to our yoga class. I wanted to share tonight just a little phrase from a senior meditation teacher that's meaningful to me. He writes, "Our true home is the here and now. The past is already gone, and the future is not yet here. I am home in the here and in the now. This is our practice. I have arrived. I am home in the here and in the now. This is our practice." So with that being said, find a comfortable seat. Feel your weight land and take a nice full breath in. And then a slow, long exhale. Allowing yourself to arrive. Repeating that breath 2, 3, maybe 4 times. Nice full breath in. And on the exhale, narrowing the throat. Full breath in. Letting the exhale completely out. Drawing the attention a little more inward. Full breath in. Feeling the fullness of the breath. And then a slow exhale. And then letting the attention come to the breath over the heart. Checking in with the heart and seeing if with the exhale you can kind of unwind, soften all the tension that might be held in this area. Letting the shoulders drift down just a bit. And checking in with the emotional body. Welcoming whatever is here. And then reaching your arms out into a T. Feeling the fingers reach away from each other. And then just roll your thumbs back with the exhale. Inhale them forward. Exhale them back. Draw the shoulder blades together. This helps our posture when we activate those muscles on the back. Use the breath. Then take your right hand and plant it down on the mat. I have arrived. Reach the left hand to the sky. I am home. Press the two away from each other. Switching sides. Set the left hand down, reach the right hand up. I have arrived. I am home. Switching in the here and in the now. This is our practice. Feeling that big stretch. Big breath in and exhale as you press those hands away. And then coming back to the center, bring your arms into cactus and then bring the hands forward and work the elbows like you're swimming backwards. Draw the shoulder blades back and down. There you go. There. Feel those shoulders really activate and all those muscles on our back that help hold our arms in motion. Very good. Inhale, reach both hands up to the sky. Exhale, twist off to the right. Hand on the outside of the knee, perhaps behind you. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reach. Exhale, twist. Big breath in here, holding the twist. Exhale, just turn the gaze over the other shoulder. Inhale, reach. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale to gaze over the other shoulder. And release. Now while you're seated here, take the back of the head and feel the back of the head level up with the shoulder blades. So a lot of times our heads kind of come forward, especially if we're working on screens a lot. So just feel the back of the head line up with the shoulder blades and the posture. Hold for a breath or two. And now come over onto your hands and knees and we'll begin a little bit of our warm-up. So you can start with your toes and untuck your toes. Just let your hips land on your heels if that's available to you. Getting a little bit of stretch on the fronts of the foot. And you can increase that by planting your hands down and just lifting the knees a little. And then switching, tucking the toes, and letting yourself get a little bit of a soul stretch here by leaning the hips down on the heels, or plant your hands and push back just a little bit to get a bit of a soul stretch. And then come on into your table and take a little cat-cow. With cat-cow, we want to undulate the spine back and forth, warm it up. So keep your gaze forward and just inhale in Bittilasana. You can tuck your toes in this. Exhale in Marjariasana, where the back arches up. Inhale, tailbone lifts. Exhale. Just find your motion here. And then try it a little side to side. Walk your hands over a little bit to the left as you C-spine out to the right, and then to the other side. Get a little side stretch with it. Once more each side. And then coming into your tabletop. Knees underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders. Nice flat back. And press your right heel out like an extension of your spine. Crown reaching forward. Add the left thumb to the sky. Breathing. With the next breath, sweep a little off center, like you're slipping into an airplane. Inhale long, exhale away. Always the option to stay straight if that's better for you. And then bring the hand down and the ball of the foot down for a stretch. One of the things with yoga I like to emphasize is it's a mind-body practice. Go ahead and bring the right knee down. We want to realize how we're connecting the mind and the body. And so you're really listening to your own body. Press the left heel back. And that listening guides your practice. Right thumb to the sky. Feel the inhale and exhale. Inhale center. Exhale away. Inhale long. Exhale away. Inhale long and away. Gently coming home. Bring the hand down and the ball of the left foot to the mat for a bit of a calf stretch. This listening to the body is so important, and why I say it's a practitioner's preference always. Want you to be happy with your practice. Bring the hands one handprint forward and squeeze the glutes as you'll lift the heart. Modified up dog. Exhale, push the hips back. Inhale, tuck the toes, float to plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, float it forward. Drop the knees, exhale, hips back. Inhale, the little warm up here helps us get ready for our flow practice. Squeeze the glutes. Exhale, hips back. Inhale, tuck the toes, plank. Exhale, down dog. Pausing in down dog to pedal out the feet a little. Keep your knees soft if you like as you drop the hips, the chest towards the thighs. And when you're ready, bring your hands to your feet or your feet to your hands, either way. Coming to your forward fold, a little softness in your knees is good. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And inhale, sweep the arms back and up. And release. Just going to move my microphone here just a little bit to the side. There we go. Now come to the top of your mat. And find your mountain posture. And we'll begin our flow time. Okay. So stacking your feet, your knees, your hips, your shoulders. Inhale, reach the arms up. Take your right hand into your right wrist into your left hand. Feel the length on the right side of the body. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, reach. Exhale, side bend. Reach. And side bend. Inhale, switching hands. Reach to the left side. Exhale, right side bend. Or side bend to the right. Inhale, lift. Exhale to the right. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, releasing both hands to the sky. Exhale, swan dive, folding at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold and step back on the right, bringing the right knee down. We're going to take a low lunge here. We'll sweep both hands up to the sky and then drop the hips towards that front heel. That modified warrior one. Then bring the right hand to the knee and sweep the left hand out in a revolution. Now seeing if you can keep that knee right there and hold the twist and reach that right arm out. Nice. Drop that right hand to the mat and hands are now vertical, shoulders stacked. Tuck the back toes and come into your runner's lunge. Push that heel back. Dragonfly twist. Bring the left hand down, step the left foot back, coming to your plank. You can always drop your knees here, but hold plank if you can for a breath. And bring down the knees. Draw your elbows in as your chest and chin come down. Inhale, coming up into your cobra. Such an important pose for the back, the posture. Exhale, soften as you tuck the toes and push to child's pose or down dog. Inhale, raise the right foot up, bend the knee, stack the hips, and really open that hip a little. If you're in child's pose, you can do this from table. And then bring that right knee forward for pigeon. In pigeon, the knee comes kind of in the position behind the wrist. And then you're going to want to actually bring the shin a little bit forward. So finding that shin parallel with the front edge of the mat, if you can, helps get that stretch in the outer right hip. And the option is to go ahead and lift that left knee off the mat if you'd like to, but you can certainly leave it down. And breathe with your pigeon. One more breath. And then plant your hands so you can push back to your three-legged dog. Sweep that right foot forward between the hands, coming into your runner's lunge. Press the 2 feet away, hold a focus point, and then let the hands float up as you come to your crescent lunge. Hold it for 2 or 3 breaths. Press the feet away, the back heel lifted. can always drop the heel if that feels more safe for you. Exhale, frame the foot and step to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep it up. And exhale, hands to heart. Take a moment to check your feet. Make sure you're in your mountain posture. And we'll take these moves on the other side. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, this time stepping back on the left. The knee drops, arms reach up, hips lower. Bring the left hand to the right knee. Sweep the right arm back. Left arm reaches out in the T, and then bring the left hand down as the right hand reaches for the sky. Tuck the back toes and come to your dragonfly twist. Bring the right hand down. Step the right foot back for your flow. You can skip flow and go directly to down dog or child's pose. But bring your knees down with me if you can. Elbows in, chest down, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, push to child's pose or down dog. Inhale the left heel. Bend the knee and stack the hips for a moment. Opening that hip flexor on the left. And then bring that left knee forward behind the wrist. We're going to come into a pigeon on this side. So bringing that shin parallel to the front edge of the mat if that's available to you, or whatever is close. And then letting that knee drop just a little bit. You can use your chair if you like to for additional support. Stretching out that hip. And then when you're ready, frame the hands out and sweep that left leg back into the sky for three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward between the hands. Runner's lunge. Feel the 2 feet press away from each other. There's this 2 lanes of traffic. As they press away, you rise up, coming to your crescent lunge. Breathing. Exhale, fold the hands to frame the foot, step the right foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms back and up. And release. Little empty coat sleeves here, letting go of any tension that might be building in the body. And then coming back into your mountain posture. Feeling the weight land in your heels. We're going to do a B series now. And so as we start in mountain, let's rotate the palms forward. So when you're in mountain, you want to rotate the palms forward so that the shoulder blades land on the back. The back of the head is lined up with the shoulder blades. So finding your mountain and just breathing there for a moment or two. Now we're going to come into a chair. So reach the arms behind you, let the hips lower and sweep the arms up. Feel the weight landing in your heels. The heels pressing away from each other. Breathing. Heart is lifted, chin is lifted. Very challenging pose, Utkatasana. Exhale and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold and step back to your plank. Now taking a flow that works for you here, knees, chest, chin, chaturanga, or going directly to down dog or child's pose. Inhale into your cobra. And exhale, push to down dog. Inhale the right heel up and sweep it forward between the hands. Drop the back heel so that your heel lines with the arch, okay? This is a warrior two footing where the hips come to the side. Sweep the left arm up and come to your warrior two. So in a warrior two, the toes on the back are aiming off to 9 o'clock, toes on the front at 12 o'clock, and the heel intersects the arch or the heel. We always come through the root of the posture first to stable up the base and then come up into the arms and reach those arms out parallel. Now draw that right hip back, coming ready for your triangle posture. Reach it out, float it forward, and drop into your Trikonasana or triangle posture. And just feel that stretch opening up on the side body here with the breath. Maybe a bit of a stretch on the back of the leg. Micro bend in the knee to keep it comfortable. And you can always take your block and actually bring it just to the outside of the foot is another way to take triangle. Sweep it back to warrior two. When you're in warrior two, keep the knee over the ankle. 2 or 3 breaths. Exhale, coming into triangle, Trikonasana. Back to warrior two, 3 breaths. Virabhadrasana 2. Feel the belly fill with the breath and the navel pull in and up. Straighten the forward knee and reach back for a reverse triangle. Nice and tall. Exhale as you come into extended side angle. Bring the elbow to the knee and sweep that top arm up over the ear. So you've got a long line of energy from the back heel to the fingertips. 2 or 3 breaths, keeping the body long even as you're bending. Reverse triangle, straighten the leg, reach the right arm up, breath into the ribs on the right. Exhale, coming on over, extended side angle. One more time, reverse triangle. And landing in warrior two. Now straighten that knee and turn the toes to the long edge of the mat. Set our block out of the way for a moment. So we're going to have a full straddle here. Let's bring our heels out just a little further than our toes and squeeze the glutes a bit so that the front of the hips open, and then interlace your hands right behind the sacrum and draw them down so you broaden across the collarbone. Lifting the heart just a bit. And then release the hands and press on the tops of the hips. Let the back and the spine get nice and long as you float down. And you can certainly bring a block underneath you if you'd like to, or just bring the hands to the mat. We're going to have a bit of an inversion here, so let the head hang, nod the head yes and side to side. Plant the right hand down now and sweep the left hand up so the sacrum stays flat, but you revolve. Left hand to the sky, right hand to the mat. Exhale. And then switching, bringing the left hand down. And the right hand sweeps to the sky. right hand comes down. Walk both feet over to your left foot. Turn the left foot just a bit out to the left. Come into your side lunge. I like to use a block for this because we're going to stretch the inner thigh here. And my elbow can kind of support that knee. So feel that side lunge. Both hands can be down or one hand can be up. Breathing with it. And then gently lifting the hips and walking over to the other foot. Now let those toes come to the short edge of the mat. Use the block to help you sink into that lunge. Good job. And then returning back to the center of the mat and heel toe the feet together to about a 3/4 stride. Let the hips lower and the arms come up into your cactus. There we go. Our goddess squat. Bring the elbows into the waist and then lower the hips and then pop up into your sunflower. Fingers wide. Exhale down. Inhale, reach. Exhale down. Inhale up. Can we do it again? Exhale down. Inhale, reach. And bring the hands to the hips. We'll peel our feet back, heel toe and back apart for a full stride. Turn the right toes to the top of the mat. And then just windmill that arm down. Step the right foot back to meet the left. And take or skip a flow here. Knees, chest, chin. Cobra. Exhale, down dog. Okay. From your down dog, we are going to take those moves on the other side. So inhale the left foot and bring it forward between the hands for your runner's lunge. Then drop the back heel. So we're coming into a single lane of traffic here for our warrior two footing. And then windmill that right hand up and find yourself into your warrior two. 2 or 3 breaths here. Straighten the forward knee, draw the hip back a little bit, float the arms out, and come into Trikonasana. Breathing. Draw that left hip way back. Keep a little space in the left ribs. Virabhadrasana 2. Soft gaze over that middle finger, knee right over the second toe. Floating back, Trikonasana. Bring the mind into the body. Feel the postures. Exhale, back to Virabhadrasana 2. Straighten that knee and come into your reverse triangle, reaching up to the sky. Right hand towards earth, left hand towards the sky. Exhale, coming to extended side angle. The left elbow lands on the knee. The right arm sweeps over for that long line of energy from the back heel to the fingertips, almost like a spear. Breathing. Engaging the pelvic floor by drawing the pubic bone towards the tailbone with each exhale. Sweeping back, reverse triangle. Squeeze the glutes, keep the low back comfortable. Exhale, coming on over. And gently back. coming to our warrior two. Straighten that forward knee and turn the toes to the long edge of the mat. And have a little bit of our straddle fold again. So from here, take the arms out in a T, and we'll just roll the thumbs back to activate those muscles on the back. And now either floating from this position, squeeze the glutes, open the front of the hips, and then lengthen out the spine. So you push the tailbone back and float out in a T. You can also take the hands down the sides of the legs as an alternative. So floating out, lowering the heart towards the earth. Hands come down. And let the body let go a little bit in the inversion. Walking both hands over towards your right leg. Plant the left hand on the right ankle, calf, or wherever it's comfortable. Just getting a little softness in that right knee. And bring the heart towards the knee, and then the right arm can go up towards the sky. Revolved straddle fold twist. Both hands come down to the mat and walk over to the left foot. Right hand on the outside of the left ankle. Softness in the left knee, heart towards the knee, and the left hand goes to the sky. And then releasing both hands to the mat. And heel toe, we're going to take our side lunges. That's what we're going to do. So take your block towards your left foot and turn the left foot towards the short edge of the mat. Don't want to forget our side lunges. And just lower, let the hips lower. Now you can also take the block behind you. That might open your hips up in a little different way. So just feel into that stretch. Inner thigh. And then gently coming up and walking over to the right foot. Left toes now face the long edge of the mat. Right toes to the short edge of the mat. Letting the hips lower a little bit. And that side lunge. Now some people in side lunge like to actually roll the toes on the back foot up. That's not that available to me, but you can see if that works for you. And then coming back to the center, be in that straddle again. Press your hands into the mat and heel toe the feet together to that 3/4 stride. Then lower the hips down, raise the arms up in cactus. And this time we'll do some moonflowers. So we did sunflowers, now moonflowers. So drop the hands down like you're making a big moon. Inhale as you squeeze the glutes, press through the heels. Big moon. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. You got one more in you? Let's do it. And release those hands. Bring them to your hips, heel toe out to a full straddle. Lengthen through the spine, turn the left toes to the top of the mat. Soften in the knee, warrior two. And then windmill that back arm over to the mat. And step the left foot back to meet the right. Coming to your plank. Bring the knees down, the chest and the chin down. Inhale, lift the heart. And exhale, down dog. And just pause in your down dog for a minute. Or come into child's pose as you recover for a breath or two. Maybe 5. You're going to open the mouth and really let the breath out. And if you'd like to, come into your plank for a breath or two to kind of challenge the core. Keep the tailbone lifted just a bit so that no sway in the back. Let the spine be long. Exhale, down dog. Once more, coming into that plank. Let's go for 3 or 5 breaths here if you have it in you. It's always okay to drop the knees and push back to child's pose. We listen to our bodies and we progress with time. And our bodies are never the same on any given day. So listen to your body today. Exhale, down dog. On the inhale, looking between the thumbs, and on the exhale, hopping or walking forward. Forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Draw the shoulder blades down the back. Crown reaches forward. Exhale and fold. Walk both hands over to the left ankle as you straighten the left leg and bend the right. Draw the heart towards the left knee. And then gently walk them over to the other knee, other ankle. Soften in the left knee, straighten the right. And then coming back to center. Now let your hips lower a bit. We're coming back into our chair. Reach the arms behind you and sweep them up. Feel your weight landing in your heels and pressing the feet away from each other. Helps to light up the glutes, heart is lifted. Bring the hands to heart. Let the hips lower and then splash it up. And release. Okay, some empty coat sleeves. Good job on that flow. Good job for sure. And then let's come down to our mat. I'm going to set the chair a little bit outside of the space here. So when you come down to the mat, we're going to be in a seated posture. Going to let our legs come apart for churning the mill. So draw the toes back, straighten up the spine, and pretend that you're churning a big pot of something. Maybe grinding wheat or churning butter. Okay, so reaching the arms forward, and on the back, when you're bringing them back, that's when you inhale, and you exhale as you come forward. And then switching directions. Nice big circle. Once more. Good job. Okay, now bringing your feet together, we're going to come down on our mat. Put that just a little bit forward. So let's start with coming down first on our elbows. As you're on your elbows, you can actually just bring one foot up and just push it away at 45. Bring it down, and then the other foot, push it away at 45. Then see if you can bring them both into tabletop and just do one at a time. Really helps to use exhales for this. Breathing with it. Okay, and now both at the same time if you'd like. And then let's come into our boat. This is where you balance on your bottom and you bring your feet up and your hands out. And breathing. And then bring the knees back in. And rolling down for a bridge to counter that boat pose. Bring those heels up tight behind the glutes. Find the breath in the body. Exhale it down towards the mat. Just squishing out that small of the back. Inhale, fill the belly. Exhale, push it down. Notice how the tailbone rises a little bit. Another breath in. And exhale, roll the spine up, coming into your bridge as you tuck the shoulders under. Squeeze the glutes to lift the hips. Feel that line of energy through the knees. Draw the knees a little bit towards each other. And take a moment to engage the pelvic floor with the exhale. And then gently roll the spine down, tailbone towards the heels. Bring your thumbs together and tuck them underneath the tailbone. And then we're going to bring our knees up into tabletop. Let the right leg go out long. Drop the heel towards the mat. Inhale, reach it up, point towards the sky. Exhale it down. Inhale it up. Once more down and up. Bring the right knee in and take the left leg long. Inhale it up. Exhale it down. Inhale it up and down. Again. Bring that knee into the chest. And now let's do both feet if that's available to you, or continue alternating. Both feet out and up. Exhale down the heels, squeeze the glutes. Hold that small of the back down. Inhale them up. Exhale, toes down. Inhale, heels up. Exhale, toes down. Inhale, heels up. Exhale and inhale. 2 more times. Once more. And bring those knees into the chest. Releasing the breath, it is time to unwind. Draw some circles on the back. Big breath in. And letting it go. If you have your block nearby, this is a great time to lift the hips and slide it underneath the sacrum. And then just tuck the shoulders under and come into legs up the wall, Viparita Karani. Letting go. Letting go. Letting the heels drift a little bit away from center. Breathing. I have arrived. I am home. In the here and in the now. This is our practice. Heels together. Knees to the chest. Reach the hands between the knees for the big toes or the ankles and come into a version of Happy Baby. And releasing the feet, bringing the heels down to the mat. The soles of the feet come together, the knees drop apart a bit. Arms in cactus like a floating goddess. And then when you're ready, bring the knees back together, slide the block out. And we'll take a bit of a twist. So let the left leg go long, take the right knee into the left hand, bring it across the body. The right arm reaches out in a T for a long spinal twist. gaze goes with that right hand. Breathing and letting go. See if that right shoulder can come down to the earth a bit. Gently place the left hand underneath the right knee and bring it through center. And we'll take this move on the other side, lengthening out through the right leg. Bring the left knee into the right hand and bring that foot across. As the left arm goes out in a T. And the gaze with the left hand. And gently bringing yourself back into the center and unfold the body for our final resting posture, Shavasana. Let the arms and legs come a little bit away from the center of the body. You might choose to put a cover over your eyes, a blanket on. Your hands are rolled open, space again between the body and the arms. Bring the tension into the body and the breath in the body. No longer leaning into the past or the future. I have arrived. I am home in the here and in the now. And this is our practice. Just this moment. Softening the brow. Letting go in the face. Unhinging the jaw. Letting the neck be long. And the shoulders drifting away from the ears. The arms heavy, wilting. Receiving and releasing the breath. And just watching the breath over the heart, being the breath as it ebbs and flows in your body. A gentle attention on the breath. Beginning to deepen your breath a bit. Reconnecting the space inside of you with the space around you. Staying in this moment. I have arrived. I am home. Finding a little movement in the body. or enjoying stillness for a few more moments. Taking a bit of a stretch in the body or drawing the knees in towards the chest for a little comfort to the low back. And when you're ready, coming to a seated posture to close our practice time together. Bringing your hands to your heart. Sealing our practice with Namaste, honoring the light in me and the light in you. Om Shanti. Namaste. Well, thank you, friends, for joining me for practice. I hope you have a beautiful week.